Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be playing Die Hard for the arcade, which is a Christmassy themed game. Now, this video is going to be in two parts as such, because I did start out playing on the SEGA Saturn version of the game, but I didn't get very far, but I'll include the footage anyway. I think I only got to the second level with 4 credits, so the main chunk of the video will be me playing on the arcade. So I've scoured the internet, and I'm going to tell you what I found out about this game. So Die Hard, known as Dynamite Decker in Japan, is a 1996 beat-em-up video game developed and published by SEGA for the arcades. It was the first game in its genre to use texture-mapped 3D polygon graphics, and used a sophisticated move set by the contemporary beat-em-up standards, often being likened to a fighting game in this respect. It also features quick-time events, the ability to combine items to make more powerful weapons, and in 2-player mode, the ability to perform combined special moves and combos. The game was published in cooperation with Fox Interactive, and was a licensed product based on the Die Hard movie franchise. Because SEGA did not hold the Japanese video game rights to the franchise, the game was stripped of the Die Hard license in Japan, and published as an original property. Similarly though, to hit action films of the time, Die Hard Arcade is dominated by over-the-top, largely gore-free violence, which is played for its comedic effect. Released in 1996 for the arcades, the game was ported to the SEGA Saturn in 1997 and the PlayStation 2, but that was only in Japan, and the Sega Ages line in 2006. A sequel, Dynamite Cop, was released for the arcades and Dreamcast in 1998 without the Die Hard license. As for the gameplay, it is a beat-em-up for 1 or 2 players, who play as either John McClane or Chris Thompson. Players fight their way through waves of enemies, using their fists, feet, and a variety of weapons that can be collected from enemies or the environment, from household items such as brooms, pepper shakers, to high-damage missile launchers, submachine guns, and anti-tank rifles. And can I just add, the rocket launcher is my favourite item. It is the most powerful, and it's very fun to use. Anyway, items can be combined to make more powerful weapons, such as combining a spray and a lighter to make a flamethrower. Most weapons are automatically lost at the end of each action scene, but handguns can be retained so long as they have ammunition remaining. The typical level structure is a number of minions, so the player must defeat in many rooms, followed by a boss. Quick time events are interspread across many of the scenes. Failing a quick time event results in either a loss of health, as unusual for QTEs, or an additional action scene, which the player otherwise would not have to complete. Cutscenes are interspread into the action. In 2-player mode, cooperative mode, both players can work together, with combined special moves and combos. The Saturn version also includes a port of Sega's 1979 arcade game Deep Scan, which can be used to gain extra credits. Unlike most arcade ports, no additional credits are provided for Deep Scan, and losing a life results in a game over. As for the short plot, in the English version, John McClane and Chris Thompson try to save the President's daughter, Caroline Powell, from the terrorists. There are a number of bosses in the game, including a biker called Hog, a Mexican wrestler called Jocko, and the twin team of Mr. Osha, a sumo wrestler, and Mr. Tubbs, an army general, a nameless muscle-bound fire chief armed with tiny grenades, and 2 pairs of laser-shooting spider bots. The final boss, though, of which of all the others is a henchman, known as Wolf or White Fang Hongo. At the end of the game, if both players are still alive, the 2 players will fight each other on the rooftops of the skyscraper to gain the sole appreciation of the President's daughter, similar to the ending of Double Dragon. As for the development, the Die Hard arcade originated as a means for Sega to use existing resources. Sega has produced an extensive inventory of the STV arcade boards and has acquired a Die Hard license, but as yet had to know. I can't even get my words in, and my brain is moving faster than my mouth at the moment. And has acquired the Die Hard license, and as yet had no Die Hard games in development. The game was created by Sega AM1 and the US-based Sega Technical Institute (STI), with all the work on the game taking place in STI's facilities. Sega AMI1 provided the engineering, design and art, while STI provided art, design and animation. Die Hard Arcade was the final game developed by STI before the studio was dissolved. Previews reveal that up to shortly before the game's arcade release, the gameplay was strictly two-dimensional, with two characters only able to move along a single plane. The game was developed simultaneously for the STV Titan arcade system and the Sega Saturn, but the home version was released later. As for the reception, Die Hard Arcade achieved a certain degree of success upon release. In Japan, the Game Machine listed Die Hard Arcade on their August 15, 1996 issue as being the second most successful arcade game of the month. Computer and Video Games magazine gave the arcade a positive review, comparing it favourably with the Streets of Rage series, comparing it to the combos of Virtua Fighter 2. Reviewing the arcade version, a next-generation critic said, Die Hard Arcade breathes life into a dead-end genre, as the fighting moves are effective and far more abundant than previous beat-em-ups, even discounting the acquirable weapons. He also found the graphics lively, but criticised that it's often difficult to line up attacks with opponents, and the action is sometimes glitchy or sluggish. It was Sega's most successful US-produced arcade game up to that time. Game Radar ranked it number 25 on the list of the best Sega Saturn games, claiming that it was the wide array of firearms and melee weapons helped to amp up the arcade-style action. So I do apologise if I've stumbled on some of those words there, but there is a lot here on this paragraph, because I am looking at Wikipedia on the page to see what it has to say. So, without further ado, I'm going to let you see some of this gameplay on my arcade machine.
Yet, police are moving in. Now get to the lobby before they're all up here. Why isn't that safe open yet? Where is that girl? Just find her. in time. This whole building will explode in 5 minutes. But you won't live to see it anyway!